I'm Richard Randall. Welcome back to the Real Estate Voice Show with Barb Schlinker. Barb is the Real Estate Voice, and it's the weekly radio show that informs and educates you on how to buy or sell real estate with Barb Schlinker, the owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Easy to remember, Barb Has the Buyers, barbhasthebuyers.com. We're back, Barb, talking about recommendations that you and your team have. And I've been making recommendations to my friends and people I know for the past several years. What are some of the top agent hiring mistakes that would-be home sellers should avoid if they don't have somebody who is telling them about you?
Well, Richard, not all real estate agents are the same, and picking the wrong agent can cost a homeowner thousands of dollars. According to the National Association of Realtors, most people only speak to one agent before putting their home on the market, and oftentimes it's the agent that maybe sold them the house. But is that really the best person to handle the sale? Do they know the area? What is their marketing strategy? Is their marketing strategy simply just to put it in the MLS and hope some other buyer has a house? We call that post and hope. And it doesn't work very well. And, another good question would be, how many homes have they sold? Let me share some facts with you about the real estate industry. It's kind of sad, but it's very true that 74% of agents sell 3 or less homes a year, right? So if they're only doing this occasionally, how can they keep track of what's going on in the market, right? Maybe you should ask, can I cancel my agreement if I'm not satisfied? Asking the right questions is really important when you're interviewing agents, because people don't do this every day. They don't sell homes every day. I meet with a lot of home sellers that have never sold a home before. So they need good information to make a really good decision about who's the right person to handle the sale, especially in a market that's been correcting like it has been in the past 10 months. So to help home sellers with this, we have a free report entitled The 10 Questions to Ask Before You Hire an Agent. You can order that report by going to barbhasthebuyers.com, click on the free reports button and download it for free. So here's some questions that might help you. And they're questions that they probably won't like you to, most agents won't like you to answer these questions. Things like, what is your success percentage in selling a home? What's the average time it takes for your listings to sell? Do you have a team? How many buyers are you working with? Can I cancel my agreement? It's a really big question. I've talked to a couple people recently that did not have anything in their agreement that said if they canceled, they had to pay this agent, but they ended up paying the agent just to get out of their contract, even though it wasn't in the contract. And to me, I think that's kind of shady if a real estate agent does that. I always like to honor my agreements, whatever's in writing and whatever I say I'm going to do, I want to honor no matter what, because that's the only thing you have is your reputation. So here's the number one mistake that home sellers make when hiring a real estate agent is going with the agent that tells you they can get you the highest price. They can get you way more than seems what's realistic in the market value. But here's the problem. If you price a home too high, or if you hire an agent that doesn't sell very many homes, and they're looking backwards on homes that sold last April. Now, it's a legitimate comparable sale for, quote, an appraisal. But what they're missing is the market trends. The market has corrected. It's no longer April 22 prices. That was then. This is today. So if you're looking at those sales, it's not going to match what's going to happen in the market right now. That's what I call pricing unrealistic. And so if home sellers do that and slowly walk the price down, according to the National Association of Realtors, they actually net less money. It's not the best thing to do. Here's some facts about real estate agents. Exactly. And one thing that's not well known is that 80% of real estate agents get out of the business in 5 years or less. In fact, right now we have 5 times more realtors than we have homes available for sale. So do the math. They're not all going to be able to have a closing every single month. That's why thousands of agents are getting jobs right now. With new listings down by anywhere from, I think right now the stats all along the Front Range is about 18%, and pending home sales are down by more than that. The problem is a lot of these agents are not going to get paid. And so, yeah, they might come in and promise you the moon just to get a paycheck, but are they really going to give you the right advice so that you can make the right decision so you get the most money when you sell your home? My name is Barb Schlinker. I'm with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, and I'm the host of the Real Estate Voice. And we're talking about whether or not hiring the right agent really matters when you sell a home. It probably didn't matter during the boom, to be honest with you. Back then, put a house on the market, boom, dog pile of buyers. That's why so many agents got by with taking pictures with their iPhone. I see so many bad photos out there of properties, and they didn't have to care back then because, there was too few homes to choose from and a lot of buyers clamoring for homes. It really matters right now.
Barb, you have the most expensive and best phone that of anybody I know, and you still hire professional photographers.
Absolutely, because I can't beat them with my phone. I'd get my finger in the picture. I'm not a professional photographer. So you want to present the home to the market that makes the buyers go, oh my gosh, I must see it. And the reason for that is that years ago, when I first started in the business, kind of before all of the imagery became easy for buyers to eliminate homes online, they had to go see the home. So the typical buyer would look at 40 homes. Now they're looking at 5 to 8. That means that they've eliminated the other 35 homes from even going to see. You don't want that to happen if you're a home seller. The number 2 hiring mistakes for agents is hiring a discount agent that's going to save you the commission. It's actually a big lie that discounting the commission is going to save you money. Studies show that sellers net 3% less hiring a discount agent than what they would have saved just from the discount. And here's kind of a sad fact that I learned from online. Yahoo said that 30% of agents in December could not afford their rent. So imagine they take on a listing, which just takes a little bit of paperwork. What marketing are they going to do for you? Are they going to spend money on a photographer if they can't pay their rent? Obviously not. They're going to use their smartphone and hopefully it'll work out for them. And that just hurts home sellers so bad. It prevents you from getting the most amount of money when you sell your home.
Plus, they're going to want to make the quickest sale possible without any regard to getting the very most out of it, right?
Absolutely. And if you have bad pictures, I'm telling you, it doesn't take much to pass it by. I had so much fun preparing for this segment. I found this guy in Florida that had a whole series of bad pictures online. It was hilarious. Home sellers were in the photos. One of my favorite ones, he called it Where's Waldo? And it had a picture of an empty kitchen and there was a pony wall in front of the kitchen. And he goes, let me give you a clue. And he put a little lizard icon. The picture had a photo of the lizard in the kitchen standing on the pony wall. It was hilarious. So that is the attention to detail that a lot of agents will not give clients. They just don't know that all it takes. If it were me and I was the buyer looking at that home, I would not go see it because I'm like, why is there a lizard inside the house? It's stuff like that can derail the sale before anybody contacts you to see the home. So if you're not sure what questions to ask when you interview an agent, we prepared that free special report entitled The 10 Questions to Ask Before You Hire an Agent. You can download it for free on my website, barbhasthebuyers.com. Go to free reports or seller guide, either one, or give us a call at 719-301-3900. Richard?
You're listening to the Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Barbhasthebuyers.com or call her at 719-301-3900. We're talking about moving and what are some of the top agent hiring mistakes that home sellers are making, Barb?
Well, I think, first of all, you want to make sure you ask the right questions. And most people don't interview people every day either, unless they're an employer or something. It's just not common. So you want to ask some key questions to get a feel for whether or not this agent is selling or not. And believe me, these agents don't want you to ask these questions. Questions like, how many buyers are you working with? How likely is your company going to bring buyers through my home? And are the buyers qualified? Those are good questions to ask. So the number 3 mistake people make is hiring what they call a nice agent. Okay, nothing wrong with nice, but this is business, right? You want somebody that you can work with, of course, but here's the unknown truth about the real estate industry. And it was my experience when I started as well, is that the industry is woefully weak on training agents on the things that the public would expect them to know how to do. Things like marketing, handling objections, negotiating, and closing. It's amazing. They don't teach them that. They only teach them how to fill out the form so they keep them out of legal trouble. So it's pretty sad, but that's what I see in the industry right now. The number 4 reason you should be asking an agent is, do they have a team? Are they working as a solo agent or by themselves? Sometimes that could be good, maybe, but a lot of times if you have a one-stop shop, they may miss some important steps in the sales process, and you could end up with inferior results. So one of the things that we provide to our home sellers is we want to make sure they're 100% happy, because it's all about, what people think that you have done for them. So we don't want to have them committed to a contract. We want satisfied, happy clients, and that we want satisfied, happy clients. That's why we offer our 6 seller satisfaction guarantees, like buyers in waiting, honest promise, communication guarantee, the sale guarantee. There's all kinds of things like that. Reality-based price and reality-based timetable. We sell homes quite frequently. We know our own performance statistics. We know what the market's doing. We know what to do when the market changes, whereas a lot of real estate agents, especially the new ones, have never seen this before. And the wrong agent can cost you thousands. So if you are thinking of making a move and you'd like to order that free report on the 10 questions you would ask before you hire an agent, go to barbhasthebuyers.com, click on free reports, and it'll be right there, or call us at 719-301-3900. Richard?
You're listening to The Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. BarbHasTheBuyers.com, or phone her at 719-301-3900. And Barb Schlinker is the only agent I recommend when you're thinking of making a move. You're listening to The Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll be talking about how to get a house ready for sale and get the most money, plus Barb's hot new listings up and down the Front Range. Stay tuned for that.